Hello everyone, my name is Professor Wilson Kamami and my YouTube channel is also called Professor Wilson Kamami. This is where we simplify mathematics together. Today, as we have been covering on statistics, especially on group data. Today on our fifth video at the statistics of group data, we are going to look at how we calculate the median, how we calculate the decile, and how we calculate the percentile. So in this case, welcome, so that we can simplify mathematics together. So how do we calculate the median? How we calculate the median is very simple. We looked at how we calculate the median of group data. We said it's just the middle number. So in this case, you may be given a question where it is a group data, and you are required to calculate the median. How do we go about that one? Median I can say is equals to, the formula is L plus into bracket n over 2, or whatever I call that, I will explain that part of n over 2, minus cumulative frequency before, all over frequency times the class interval. I should repeat again. So here we have a lower class limit of what? Of model class, n over 2, because median is the middle half. So I like explaining this one, like if you are having a block like this one and you ask the median, it's the middle part. So that's why it is a half n. And this part of a half n, whenever you be calculating lower quartile, upper quartile, decile, percentile, the formula will remain the same. The only part that changes is this one. Let me use a different color. It is n over 2. So if you ask a lower quartile, remember it's a quarter. Here we'll be using quarter n. If you asked about upper quartile, here the formula will change to 3/4. If you ask decile, remember decile, it's out of 10. So if I ask you that decile, it means it is 3 over 10. If I ask you percentile, you know it is in terms of percentage. So if I ask you 60th percentile, I expect here to be 60 over 100 n. That's the only part that will change in this formula. So let's take an example so that we can understand what I mean. So in this case, let's assume you are having a weight. You are having a class of maybe a few students. And then now you ask them about their weight in terms of in kilogram. So you realize those who are between 40 and 49, what is the frequency? So I can say mass. So you realize those who are between 40 to 49, they are 6. 50 to 59, they are 9. Then we have 60 to 69. You may find they are 12. 70 to 79, they are 14. And then 80 to 89, they are 6. And 90 to 99, they are 3. So now we can look at what is the total frequency. So the total frequency is the sum of this one. So in this case, what is the total frequency? You may realize the total number of students were 50. So those who are weighing between 40 and 49 kg were 6. Those who are weighing between 50 and 59 were like that. So when you ask about how we calculate median, how we calculate the quartile, lower quartile, upper quartile, how we calculate the decile, how we calculate percentile, in this one is very simple. We only introduce one column. And in this case, my column, we call it cumulative frequency. All those one I have highlighted: median, decile, percentile, lower quartile, upper quartile. All those one, you need only one column, and that column we call it cumulative frequency. So what we mean with this cumulative frequency is that the first frequency is 6. So when you add the other one will be 15. 15 when you add 12, you get 27. 27 when you add 14, you get 41. 41 add 6, you get 46. 7, and when you add 3, it's 50. It's like you are adding, you are coming in as you are adding your frequency. The first one was 6. When you add 9, it becomes, when you add 12, what will be? When you add 14, what it will be for 12? When you add 6, when you add 3, that's how we get the cumulative frequency. It's as simple as that. We only need one column, and I always emphasize on that one. So now, when you want to calculate the median, it's simple. So now I can divide my board like that. So when I want to calculate median, I said median, we know it is a half n. Half. It is a half. So when I ask you to calculate median, I expect you to get for me half n. And remember, n is my total frequency. N is total frequency. So it will be equals to half times the total frequency. We know the number was 50, so you get 25. That's my argument. You get the total frequency, you divide by 2, so that you know the mid-row is 25. So what you do when you get that 25, you go, I always tell students after getting that one, go to cumulative frequency column. Go to your cumulative frequency column and locate where is your 25. Many people, they will confuse, is it in 15 or is it in 27? Remember, here it was 0 to 6. Here it was now from that one when you added 9 to make it 15. So to make it 27, so 25 is here. At 27. Because it was up to 15. So everything up to 27 is it's in this class. So I can use this one and say this is where we are going to get median. So if we are going to get median here at 27, so our formula now, remember our formula will be L plus n over 2, or I can use half n minus cumulative frequency before over frequency times interval. So this one thing I want to emphasize is that maybe I can come here and show you how we always get the interval, the class boundary. The class boundary. So I want you to put so much emphasis here on how we get the class boundary. Remember here it is 40 to 49. What I said is that if you want to get the class boundary, you look at, we are changing from 49 to 50 here. So it will be 50 to be 50 minus 49. You realize the difference between that one is 1. So what we are going to do, we said we divide it by 2 to get 0.5. So what we shall be doing, here we shall be subtracting our 0.5. Here we shall be adding our 0.5. So our class boundary now will be 39.5 to 49.5. Remember here we are subtracting 0.5. So it will be 49.5 to 59.5. On this one it will be 59.5 to 69.5. 69.5 to 79.5. 79.5 to 89.5. And now 89.5 to 99.5. So when you want to get the boundary, it is as simple as that. So you need to know we are changing from here with what? And I was explaining and I said, you may realize that in some equation, there may not be the difference in one. You may find a situation where you are moving from 22.7 to 22.9, 23.0 to maybe 23.2. As you realize, in this case, we are changing here to here with 0.1. So that is the 0.1 that you divide and you get 0.05. So when you are creating boundary now, this one will be 22.65 to 22.95 because here you subtract 0.05 and here we add 0.05. I hope that is clear because majority of students always have a problem on how we get the class boundary. So now that one is clear that if you had this one, you look at the difference. The same question can come. You find that there are some questions where you are moving from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. In this case, we are changing nothing from here to here. So in this case, this remains to be our boundary. We have to do nothing about this one. This is the same way as it is. I've explained when it is changing from one to the other. You look at what is the change from here upper limit to the lower limit of the next class. You get the difference, and then you divide by 2, you know how you are going to be dealing with this one. So back to our question is that this is our class boundary. So now, what you do, when you have gotten this one is the median, you have gotten this is the class that we are going to use as the median. So what is the lower class limit of this class? The lower class limit, remember it is here, it is 59.5 because we have lower and upper. So in that class, it will be 59.5. So we are going to use 59.5 plus n over 2 we had gotten is 25 minus cumulative frequency. Look at the cumulative frequency. I've used B before of the class before. So, and here this is where the student make a mistake. You should never get negative here. It is the cumulative frequency of the class before. And the class before is 15. All over, what is the frequency in this class? It is 12. And what is the interval? Interval is the difference between lower and upper. So when you get 69.5 minus 59.5, the difference here is 10. So that is our class interval. And I want to emphasize something on this one. Cumulative frequency of the class before. So you go to, everything we have been using of that class we have gotten. But for cumulative, we use of the class before. So in that case, it's 15. So, and when you solve this one, you are going to get 59.5 plus, here we are going to get 10 over 12 times 10. And when you solve this one, we are going to get 59.5 plus. So this is like 100 divided 12. We are going to get 8.33. And our answer in this case, our median will be equals to, so you need to add those two and you get 67.83. That is our median. You are going to get a 67.83. So that's how we calculate the median. I've explained how we solve the median, how we get the lower class limit, how we get the upper class limit. So let's proceed now and look at how we get the decile. I'll ask you, find the third decile. So as I explained with the decile, decile is out of 10. So it is the same. So we're going to get 3 over 10, third decile, times n. So it will be 3 over 10 times my n is 50. You will get it is 15. We said when you get that one, that is what will be guiding you. When you get that one, you go to cumulative frequency. Go to cumulative frequency column. So we come here and look at where are we getting 15. Automatically we are getting it at this class. So I can say that decile. We are going to get it there. So my decile formula now will be equals to that decile. We used D3 to mean that decile will be equals to L. The formula I said will not change. I said the formula for decile, percentile, median, lower quartile, upper quartile is the same. The only part is changing, it's this one. And we say this part that is changing, maybe I can use blue. We said it will be 3, according to the question you are being asked, 3 over 10 n minus cumulative frequency before all over frequency again times the class interval. That's how we are going to get that one. So how are we going to solve that one? It is simple. It is very simple on that one. So what is the lower class limit? Again, you are looking at the class that we have gotten. That's why I told you what will be guiding us is this 3 over 10n. It is the same one that will decide which class here you are going to use. We got it's 15. We went to cumulative frequency. We found where 15 is. And that is the class that we are going to use. So lower class limit, as you can see, it will be 49.5 plus this one we had already gotten, it's 15 minus cumulative frequency we said of the class before. So in this case it is 6. What is the frequency? Everything else is in our class, 9 times the class interval. Class interval, we said, is the difference between lower and upper. Again, here is 10. It will be equals to 10. So when you solve this one, it will be 49.5 plus, this will be 9 over 9 times 10. So the answer we are going to get is 59.5. That's how we get the third decile. So we can proceed. We can proceed even percentile. I'm solving this one so that I can show you how they are related. They are almost the same. So we can get 60th percentile. So in this case, I can say 60th percentile, we use P60. We shall look at the next video, we shall look at quartile. We shall be using Q to mean quarter. So in this case, P60, 60th percentile, the formula is the same. But before that, I need to get 60 over 100 n. Because I said 60th percentile means it's 60 over 100. So it will be 60 over 100 times the total frequency was 50. So you realize it is 30. Then you go to cumulative frequency column. So we said after getting this 60 over n, the first step is for us to get which class are we going to use. We have gotten it's 30. So you come to cumulative frequency and you look at where are you getting 30. It's not in 27. It is up to 41. So this is where we are going to get our 60th percentile. We are going to get it there. So the formula is the same. Nothing is changing. The formula is the same, only L plus, we say the only part that is changing is this one. So in this case, it will be 60 over 100n minus CFB all over F times I. So what is happening now? My lower class limit, remember, we got which class we are going to use. It is 69.5 to be 69.5 plus 60 over 100n, we had already gotten is 30, minus cumulative frequency before. It is now 27 because we are in this class, so the cumulative frequency before is 27. All over, what is the frequency of our class? The frequency is 14. And what is our class interval? The interval is between lower and upper, 79.5 and 69.5. The interval is 10. So when you solve this one, we are going to get is 69.5 plus 3 over 14 times 10. And when you solve this one, you are going to get is 69.5 plus, now 3 over 14, this is like 30 over 14. We are going to get 2.143. And when you add that one, you will get 71.643. We are going to get 71.643. That's how we solve our median, decile, and percentile. I want to emphasize on one thing. When you are asked to calculate median, lower quartile, upper quartile, decile, percentile, the formula is the same. The only part that changes is this one. And this one, when it is a half n, you can know it is median. When you use quarter n, you know it is lower quartile. When you use 3/4 n, you know it is upper quartile. When you use 3 over 10, it means it is third decile. When you use 4 over 10, it means it is fourth decile. When you use 50 over 100, it means it is 50th percentile. When you use 80 over 100 n, it is 80th percentile. So regardless of the question, the formula will remain the same. This is the same part that will guide you on which class are we going to use. Remember, on this one, we said we only introduce one column of cumulative frequency. So I hope this one is clear. Our next video, our 6th video, we shall look at how we calculate the quartiles, lower quartile, upper quartile, quartile deviation, and the like. So I hope you continue to subscribe and share our videos so that we can continue to simplify mathematics together. Thank you.